Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. That's right, it's Dave, Renegade Gig Hustler, back for another day of gig hustling. We've got the Uber Eats app running, scheduled to go on DoorDash at 11:30. I'm going to share some stories with you and of my travels, of my journey, and we're going to try and get something done today. It's been a very horrible week, as you know from my previous video. As you know also, I'm contemplating removing my YouTube channel, and I've heard from a couple people, but I haven't heard from enough people on what you think I should do about my YouTube channel. I need to hear from more people to convince me to keep going with my YouTube channel in the gig economy and doing my gig work as a renegade gig hustler. And so I really need to hear from you guys. Please comment in the box below after I post this video and let me know what you want me to do. So it's been a very horrible week. I'm really contemplating what I'm doing here in the gig economy anymore after I've done it for 4 years, over 4 years. Still the best app that I do is Uber Eats. It's just not been consistent enough. DoorDash is probably by far the worst app that I do. Not that I haven't made some money on DoorDash, but I haven't made consistent money on DoorDash. Uber Eats is usually always very more consistent than any of the gig apps I've done. I've done them all. Done Instacart, Grubhub. As you know, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Walmart Spark. Been trying to do this new app called Skipcart, but I don't feel that it's very popular enough in our area yet. I've only got a trip on it 2 different times, and it was for a 7-Eleven over in Penn Hill. So I need you guys to post in the comments of why I should not get rid of my YouTube channel, why I should keep going, and if you guys really want me to keep going with my YouTube channel. I need to hear from some new people. I've only heard from 2 people. Shout out to Logan for really praising me for all I've done, for inspiring him and keeping him going, and I really appreciate all his kind words and comments, but one person is not going to do it for me. And I heard from one other guy named Cootie83, so he told me to keep the channel. So I've only heard from 2 people, and that is really not enough for me to encourage me or to keep me from not getting rid of my YouTube channel. So I need to hear from more people after I post this video. Please do so in the comment box below. If anyone's new to my channel and you like my content, please consider subscribing. Hit the like button while you're at it. Hit the alert bell for any new videos. So I don't have a definite date and all of when I was going to take my YouTube channel down, but I'm waiting to hear from enough people here. I'm going to give a considerable enough amount of days here for anyone to comment and let me know why I should not get rid of my YouTube channel. Please comment in the comment box below after I post this video. For all of you that hung with me all these years, and I appreciate it. I'm just not getting the subscriber base that I set out for when I set out to do this, and I'm needing to get monetized, and I've been stuck between a certain amount of subscriber for the better of 5 or 6 months, and I'm looking to really increase that, and if I can't do so, then there you go. So that's enough said on that, and one more time, I'm going to let you know to comment in the box below, in the comment box below after I post this video. So anyhow, as you know, I said DoorDash was very oversaturated in my market area, which it is. And the ones that went back to college, the ones that went back to school, that was one thing. You have normal ones that just do DoorDash in my market area, but you have a lot of new ones that keep coming in and out, and messes us up for a person like me that's been doing this for over 4 years. Uber Eats, however, that is a different story. Uber Eats drivers come and go. I've been the only one here for over 4 years doing Uber Eats consistently. So, and I know that because they comment and they tell me about it in the restaurants, and they've called me Uber King, and they call me this hustler, and you guys, you really work, you put all these young guys and these young girls to shame. And so I appreciate all that, and that is what I've built my legacy on, guys. That's what I built my reputation on, by the way I treat my customers, by the way I treat everybody when I go into the restaurants. I've got people who say that, who are regular customers, who tell me they wish they could request me, that say that they wish they had me all the time. They tell me horror stories of other people who either never delivered to them, or why they never got their order or anything, and they tell me they wish that I would have been around and delivered their order. So I always appreciate those kind words from all those customers. Uber Eats also consistently pays me better tip-wise, and I can't say on one hand when I ever got a tip after the fact of making a delivery on Uber Eats, or on DoorDash. Uber Eats, however, that's a whole different story, guys. And when I deliver to the other side of Monroeville, which is an upscaled area, into Murraysville, into Plum, my tips are very, very considerate and very, very good. And not that I haven't gotten some good tips in some bad areas, but I've also gotten no tip when, especially, somebody was, oh, thanks for picking my order up, bro, thanks for doing this, thanks for doing that, and to turn around and to see that they yanked the tip. You can't do that on Uber Eats no more. Uber Eats has started a thing now, which I praise Uber Eats for this, and DoorDash needs to get with it. But on Uber Eats now, you can put a tip in there, but you can't take it away. You can add more to it, but you can't take it away. So I think that's a great thing. And we're bringing you a service. We're bringing you a convenience. We're bringing you the best of everything. And when you get me, I accommodate you in every way, shape, and form. So an experience with me is a good experience, and hands down, and that is just a fact. And that's how I build my reputation, bringing quality service and communicating with my customers. And no matter what app I'm doing, I'm communicating with my customers. Whether you answer me or see it or not, I'm communicating with you. So I've got my body cam, I've got my dash cam, for anything to document my journey, for also proving anything to Uber Eats, DoorDash, no matter what app I'm working on, Walmart Spark. And my dash cam has saved me, my body cam has saved me from a contract violation I didn't deserve. I proved the girl wrong, sent in the video, and DoorDash removed the contract violation. So I tend to do that every time. I plan to do that every time. What customers don't know is that I carry a body cam and a dash cam, and I have my phone. And that is also for the safety of me. I'm trying to be safe while I'm out here, and safety's #1 priority always, guys. So remember that. I'm here to keep you in the loop. I'm here to give you tips and tricks. And if you're doing what I'm doing and you're new to this, if you listen to my videos, if you watch my content, I will deliver you the best of the best, and help you stay the course and do the things you need to do to earn your profit. So find yourself a hotspot. I'm sitting in my hotspot now. I want to speak a little on this one that Uber Eats sends in a lot for the GameStop. It's always high mileage trips and low pay. So I'm going to refuse that. That was $8.09 to go 18.4 miles. And that is a no each and every time. I've never seen a GameStop come in there one time that didn't have high mileage and low pay. And I don't know what is up with that particular thing from GameStop, but it's never going to be me until they get with it. If that 18.9 mile trip was paying like $24, $25, then I would consider it. But for $8.09, that isn't even 50 cents a mile. So dollar to mile ratio always applies, guys, and no tip, no trip is always a factor. So get yourself a good trip, a good, decent, solid trip. Don't waste your gas, don't waste your time, and follow it through. And keep getting trips like that each and every day, all day long, and you'll put something solid and consistent together. Had the pup Sammy out for a while before I left this morning, and getting a few raindrops now. Today and tomorrow is probably apparently the last day in these temperatures that we've been having, and next week's looking like it's going to be a lot cooler. So I'm trying to decide if I stop doing the gig apps I've been doing for over 4 years, what else I will do. I've got some irons in the fire. I had nothing solid yet come up for me as to what I will do, but I'm pondering it, thinking about it, and coming up with a plan. If I decide to take a turn in my adventures, I will let you know. Getting one nail for Charlie's Cheesesteak over in the food court in the Monroeville Mall. I also don't do the food court. I never had. I never have had to. I've never had to worry about that. I get enough other trips everywhere else that I don't have to do those. I don't enjoy parking over there, traipsing through the mall, going downstairs, walking up to the center of the mall, all the way to the food court and into the food court, and then back upstairs, and then back out of the mall, and over to where I've parked. It just isn't paying me enough, so I don't bother with those. I never have, and I never will. So there is a ton, it is a restaurant mecca in my area. It has just been a horrible week. I'm getting one nail for Blaze Pizza, but it's going pretty far. It's going 16 miles for $9, and that is a no. So dollar to mile ratio, guys, is always applies, and that's just the bottom line. I am often in different restaurants where I'm surrounded by a lot of DoorDash drivers. And I says to this guy the other day, I says, your phone's really going off. And he says, yes, I work for DoorDash. I said, oh, really? He says, yes, I'm an employee. I says, wow. I said, that's something. He said, why is that? I said, well, I also do DoorDash. I'm not an employee. He said, what do you mean? I said, we're not employees of DoorDash. I've been doing it over 4 years. He said, oh, I've been doing it 4 months. He said, well, what do you mean? I said, well, we are independent contractors. You're not an employee of DoorDash. You don't get a W-2 form off of DoorDash. I said, you're an independent contractor. But I will tell you that sometimes DoorDash will treat you like an employee. He said, oh yeah, how so? I said, well, they make you schedule. They let you know if you can come on the app or not. I said, I do all kinds of other apps, and I don't have to do none of that. You have to pick to work in a particular zone on DoorDash. I don't when I do all my other apps. And he said, independent contract, what does that mean? I said, it means you're your own boss. You should be able to select when you want to do it and how you do it. And with Uber Eats and Walmart Spark and Grubhub and all the others, that's what I get to do. He said, well, you said you do DoorDash. I said, I do. I go on there just enough so I can cherry pick my way through all the best paying trips and take that DoorDash money to the bank. I says, I ain't stupid. That's the way you got to do it. I said, how much you getting paid for that trip? He said, $4. I said, where you taking it? He said, 10 miles. I said, oh, dude, man, you're not doing it right, man. You got to figure out a way to do this better. You aren't doing it right. I said, $4 for 10 miles? That's not even $1 a mile. That's not even 50 cents. I said, number one, you're wasting your time. You're in here standing around. How long now? He said, 10 minutes. I said, yeah, you waited 10 minutes. You still haven't got your food. You got to drive 10 miles. You're getting $4. That just barely covers a tank of a gallon of gas. Gas is still up to $3.70 some, $3.80 some, and if you're not using a gas app of some sort, Upside or any of them, then there's something wrong. I said, dude, you're not making no money on that trip. You're wasting time. You're wasting gas. And you're wasting your time standing here when you could be out there sitting in a hot spot, getting yourself a good trip and rolling with it. Well, guess what, guys? He wanted to know more tips and tricks. I says, if you want to know more, I got a YouTube channel. You can go over and subscribe, and you'll get a lot of valuable information. He says, you've been doing this over 4 years. I says, yeah. I says, dude, if you're just looking to make easy money or quick money, you're going about it in the wrong manner, because $4 isn't nothing and 10 miles is a lot. I says, you want to get yourself a good trip. Now, if you had yourself a trip paying $8.45, going 4 miles or 3 miles, and that's one thing. I said, but even that, cutting it close. I says, man, you want the 8, 10, 12 mile trips going about 3.3, 3.5, no more than that 4 miles, just so you can see something. I said, you got to remember, your gas comes right off the top. Get one for Bob Evans for $5, which we're going to pass on. We haven't been in the hot spot too long. He was just looking at me in total awe, and he's like, well, I haven't decided I'm going to keep doing this. And I said, well, you haven't decided because you're not doing it right. I said, when you come up with a solid plan, a strategy, and decide that you're actually making money and doing it in the right manner, then maybe you'll decide that you'll want to do it. So he thanked me. He said, wow. And that's all I can do, guys. And I told him, remember, you are a independent contractor, and you need to act like an independent contractor, not an employee of DoorDash. DoorDash is a monopoly. DoorDash will treat you like your employee at a time, but you're still an independent contractor no matter what. And everyone out here needs to act like an independent contractor. So, with that all being said, guys, that is just the way it is. And too many people out here thinking that they work for DoorDash, or they work for Uber Eats, or they work for this one or that one. You don't. You are an independent contractor. You work for yourself. And it should be on your terms, the way you want it, wherever you're going to do it at, and however long you're going to do it to make the money that you so desire. So keep that in mind, guys. So I saw another guy one day in the Red Lobster, and he was picking up a DoorDash, and he started talking to me about different things that he does on, and he was saying about the money, and I said, the money hasn't been good on there today. And I said, it's bad on there for like ever. And I was waiting for an Uber Eats. And then we got talking, and then I told him I had a YouTube channel, and he was like, wow. He was blown away that he met somebody that actually has a YouTube channel that does what he does. So he went on his phone, and I showed him how to find me, and he gave me a subscribe, and and I appreciated it. He was a real nice guy, and he was doing DoorDash, and he was talking about getting some of the better trips, but he had the idea right of what it is to do it and how to do it. And so it's not always what you do, guys, it's how you do it. You want to do it to the best of your ability. You want to do the best trips. You just don't want to do any trip. There's tons of garbage on all these apps, and you've got to sit there and be patient sometimes, and then roll with the changes and and there's plenty of those on all these apps, and you want to get the best trips, and you want to get the best bang for your buck, and you don't want to be wasting gas, and you don't want to be standing around in restaurants forever waiting on food. And if you are waiting, you want to communicate with the customer to let them know that you're going the extra mile to wait for their food. Hopefully that lines up a better tip than maybe you were already getting. And so then you want to ask the customer, can I accommodate you in any other way? They know you're going the distance for them. That will line you up a better tip. Each and every time, almost every time, 9 times out of 10, guys. So, like I said, I have regular customers. I have customers who wish they could request me, and there you go. So, communication is 9/10 of the ball game, guys. Without it, we have nothing in this world, in society. So, there are too many people out here. Like I said, there are the normal DoorDash drivers out here, the normal dashers. Then there's the ones that just pop in every few days. They're looking to make a few bucks and throw 20, 30 bucks in their pocket and get rolling again. And they say, I've had enough of this DoorDash today. They're not here to really do it. They're just here to mess up somebody else's game by popping in here, because the more drivers, the less pay anybody's going to make. When there isn't as many drivers, then there's a higher demand for people to go pick up that food, and there's a higher demand, which means more pay for you, for me, for whoever. So on any given day, there's probably 20, 30 DoorDash drivers running around in my neck of the woods, in my market area. So you have those ones who are normal drivers. I see them sitting here. When I first started doing this, I was the only one sitting here. So other people got onto it after a while, made it their hotspot. So right now, I don't see anybody else around right now doing either DoorDash, Uber Eats, anything. I really don't know what they're doing until I actually see them in a restaurant, and then I see them. I'm here to get a DoorDash order. So there was one guy back a while ago who was doing Uber Eats, and I'd see him every now and then, but then I haven't seen him now since summertime, the middle of summer. And he said to me one day at the Dairy Queen, I'm just looking to make some easy money. I said, dude, there's no easy money. You got to hustle. And the way that, since Uber Eats got rid of its trip supplement, and they just lowered it into the base fare, I said, you got to really hustle now. I said, and if you aren't running 2 and 3 apps, there's something wrong, because we're dependent on our tips more than ever now than we were even before. But we were dependent on them before, but geez, when you take away the trip supplement and you lower the base fare, and DoorDash has done it, DoorDash lowered the base fare all the way, so I've got to run on multiple apps, and we are dependent more than ever. And I do go that extra mile to try to accommodate all the customers. I'm dependent on that tip, and I'm hoping for a good one at that. So, but pretty soon here, it's about 11:33. A few other drivers might pull into some of these other spots, and I know they're doing DoorDash. You've got the normal DoorDash drivers, and you got the ones that just pop in to make a quick buck. And that's not the way to do it, guys. You're not going to do it on there. If you're only doing it a couple times a week or something just to make there's people I heard are doing this regularly in the gig economy because they're trying to make a living, because they're trying to make a difference, because they're trying to bring convenience, because they enjoy doing it, because they have bills, because they stumbled into it and feel the desire and the need to keep on doing it. There are people that aren't quitters. There are people that won't give up at doing this because they've got it in their mind that they're going to make money at it one way, no matter how you look at it. So there's people out here for every instance and for every reason that does gig apps in the gig economy. But you do have them slackers who just think, oh, I'm going to put this app on, I'm going to run out, I'm going to do this real quick, I'm going to make me 20 bucks, and I'm going to come home. That's stupid. That's morons that do that crap. Because they're taken away from people like us that really strive to be out here for hours on end doing this, risking our lives, beating the heck out of our vehicles, and trying to make a difference for people who really want food and personal items and shopping pays. And don't be afraid to pull out your Plus card and go do those shopping pays. 9 times out of 10 on Uber Eats, they pay me very well, and the tips are very good on them. And I'm very good at shopping for those things in any of the places, and I do them rather quickly. Don't be afraid to pull the red card out and go do a shopping order for somebody. You got to remember, guys, people are in the hustle and the bustle. The kids are going to school. Husband and wives are coming home. They're trying to prepare dinner. They're trying to do this. It's one thing, it's another. Kids got soccer games, football games. They got pets. They got this going on. They got that. It's a busy lifestyle. And they say, let's pay this one to do it. And it's a DoorDash order. And boom, I get it. And there's a red card order. Paying $14.57 to go 4.4 miles, and I'm only picking up 5 items. They needed something quick for dinner or whatever. You get the gist of it, guys. So don't be afraid to do that. That is exactly how it goes. That's exactly what it's about. And so I don't mind doing any of the shop and pay orders. There's only a few instances where I've had some that didn't pay anything, but I did one yesterday. I did one yesterday at the Target. I think I grabbed 10 items. It was paying 13 something, and I only took it down the road to a woman who I regularly deliver to. That's in my. She's become a regular customer. She stays at a hotel, and very nice woman, beautiful woman. And so I did the shop and pay, and I told her it was me, and she was happy that it was me. And I ended up with a $12 tip on that. So I made about $26 for something that didn't take me too long, and to bring a smile to her face and let her know it was me. She seems to like it when it's me because she knows that I am going to accommodate her, no matter if it's food or personal items at a CVS, a Rite Aid, a Target, a shop and pay. So, yeah, guys. So yeah, I ended up with about close to $26 yesterday on that trip. I didn't have a lot of trips yesterday, but I did make some money. I did make some money yesterday, so, and that was profit. But you got to remember, you always got to deduct your gas first. Anything you needed or used to do what you have to do in the gig economy, you got to always remember those things come right off the top. So I use the Upside app when I can to save on gas. And I talk about it in a lot of my videos. And if you haven't used the Upside app yet, guys, well then you need to get the Upside app. And I use also fuel perk cards that I have for grocery stores and things that I associate myself with, and anything to try to save on gas. So you always got to try to do that and save in order for you to make profit. So get yourself a good hotspot. I got a hotspot here. I got a hotspot across the highway. I got one up that way and one down on the other side of the highway. So yeah, I got my body cam, or got my dash cam here. This is the TowGuard CE66A that I've been using all along. That's my nice screen. That's the camera that faces me. This is the camera that faces out the window, and I'm going to be hooking it up, and you can see 4K ultra high definition. It also has a backup camera that goes for the back, but I don't use that one, and I got it at home if I choose to do so. And so I'm going to be hooking up my dash cam. Now, I was watching another guy that I subscribe to on my channel regularly, and he's got buku subscribers. And, I mean, on just some of his videos alone, he's got like 6,600 views, and I don't know, he's got like 5K, or 5, let me see here, so I can be accurate. We got the wing stop that wasn't paying nothing. Let me see what I'm... Yeah, he's got 68.6K subscribers. And how he ever got all these subscribers, I don't know. Good for him. I'm not saying anything bad about him, but he's got like 68.6K subscribers. And I will say some of his videos are great. I won't say all his videos are great. But he could do a video of just sitting in a vehicle eating a cheeseburger or an ice cream cone, and he could probably get 9K views just for doing that. I don't get it. I don't understand that logic. I don't know how some people get their subscribers so easy, but I'm not having it so easy on my YouTube channel. So that's what brought me to the decision of, after months and months and months of staying right where I was at, it got stagnant. And I have some solid good videos. I have great material. I tell you the truth. I keep you in the loop. I give you the ins and the outs and the tips and the tricks, and I'm really trying to get monetized, and I'm not trying to become some bigwig or what have you. I'm just trying to make it on the YouTube channel. So if you know anybody else that would like this kind of content, let them know about it. Let them know about my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And I always thank you personally, as I'm doing now. So it means the world to me, guys. So I'm still sitting here in my hotspot. We just took the dash cam up, and supposed to go on DoorDash here. Let me see what's going on with that. I'm going to do earn per offer, because I don't do the earn by time no more. The earn by time is just DoorDash's way of putting through all those crappy offers that no one else has accepted in the earn per offer. So they throw them in the earn by time, and if you don't do this, if you do one and then you cancel one, or you decline one and then you don't do another one, they're tossing you off the app. So I'm going to do earn per offer, and my acceptance went way down on there, guys, and I stopped worrying about that a long time ago. I'm still getting good paying offers that time. I'm still getting the crap offers a bulk of the time, and I can't say that this guy Joe over here at 50 or 60% acceptance rate is getting any better of a trip than I am at my 10% right now. I had it up all the way back up to 40% a while back ago, but when DoorDash just literally one day kept one after the other sending in low paying offers for high mileage trips, and I didn't accept one of them, and it knocked me back down again. And guess what, guys? I don't care. I'm not concerned. Now I'm getting one now for $9.25, but it's going 9.8 miles. That's not so great. So I'm going to let that go off of there. I don't sit here and just decline on the DoorDash. I let them roll off of there. So, because DoorDash will remind you that if you decline this trip, you will go down to this amount on your acceptance rate. Well, guess what, DoorDash? I don't care. The other thing, guys, is I don't make these videos for Uber Eats. I don't make these videos for DoorDash, for Walmart Spark, or for any of the gig apps. Just so you know, I don't get paid from them to make any videos. I make these videos for you. So if there's a certain kind of video you would like me to make, let me know. put it in the comment box. And if you like my content, remember, consider subscribing. Hit the like button and the alert bell while you're at it. You'll get any new videos I do. So there you have it. And we've got Uber Eats and DoorDash running, and I can feel it in my bones shortly that I'm going to get a very good trip, and I believe it'll probably be on Uber Eats. Hope you guys are all doing good out there. Hope if you're working in the gig economy, you're making good money. If there's anything you would like to know, if there's any advice I can give you, put it in the comment box below. I will get back to you. I will message you. I'm not like a lot of the others that tell you that. There's a guy on there that I subscribe to, and he says reach out to me and he'll get back to you. I can't tell you how many times I've commented on his channel that I would like to talk to him, and he's never reached out to me one time. So Carlos or Pedro Santiago, I have messaged you so many times and you have never once reached out to me to try to get back to me. And I wanted to talk to you. I was asking you for some assistance for some things that I was working on, and I wanted to talk personally to you. And you say that you'll get back to people, but you never got back to me. So and I've been subscribed to your channel for a long time. So when I tell you guys that I'm going to reach out to you, when I tell you guys that I will answer you, when I tell you guys I will get back to anything you comment on, or if you have something in there, I will get back to you. And you can believe that is as good as gold. So anyhow, as you see, we've gotten a slew of crappy trips so far. So I haven't budged. I'm waiting patiently, and I'm going to grab that one trip. And I know in my journey and in my travels, I will get others, and I will roll with it. And that's how we build the day and put something solid and consistent together to get through the day. Now I'm getting a 642 for Panda Express, and I think I will take it. It's going 2.5 miles, and so we got 642 going 2.5 miles. Not the greatest trip, but not the worst. And it gets me rolling now that I've been in this hot spot. So anyhow, guys, you all take care, and I'll talk to you shortly, and I'll be getting some more content up on my channel. So thanks for all being with me, and you all guys have a great day. Take care.